This is the SwishWire podcast.
All right, yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the SwishWire podcast. I'm Ian Gahinde, and I got Eon,
What's up?
and I got Justin,
What's good?
both on the pod with me today. This week, we got Elijah Wood and Kobe Webster from Nebraska, both of them rising stars, tearing up the Big Ten right now. Holla, say what's up, bros.
Good.
How y'all doing?
All right, so to start off, Eon's going to ask some questions for Kobe. You can go off, Eon.
All right, so Kobe, what drew you to Nebraska after being in Western Illinois for 3 years?
I would say obviously the bigger stage, being in the Big Ten, best conference in college basketball. But I got to sit down with Coach Hoiberg and Coach Matt in Indianapolis during the Big Ten tournament when they came down there. And, they just kind of laid it out for me, sort of told me what it would be when I got here, how I would fit into Coach's 5-out system. And that was really it. That was the system was really appealing. Obviously, we like to take a lot of threes. It's a fast-paced team. And so, like I said, yeah, those things were really appealing.
So what would be the biggest difference between the two schools so far?
Like I said, the pace. And then, obviously, the Big Ten is a huge conference in terms of the physicality and the size that each team brings. So those were things I kind of had to adjust to. But other than that, adapting hasn't been very hard.
And so your nickname is the Fresh Prince. Where did that come from?
That actually came from Teddy. I really don't know where he got it from. But it was just one day he decided to start calling me that. So I went ahead and put it in all my social media bios, and it kind of just stuck.
Bro, you whipping up Bel Air?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where he got it from, because it was he thinks I'm rich. So I got a lot of shoes. I like to buy clothes and stuff like that. So he, that was his nickname.
That ain't the worst nickname in the world,
That's a sick nickname.
Exactly. That's why. I embraced it. I was like,
you could be given a name like me. My nickname Tar, bro. They call me Tar. And I'm slow and I stink and I'm dark. So.
That's tough. It's
a tough world out here, bro.
That's tough.
All right, so in your 3 years at Western Illinois, you led your team in points and assists. What would you say you brought from there to Nebraska?
I would just say my work ethic. I think being at Western, we didn't have all the resources that I have now. And so I had to sort of make a way with those limited resources. And so I would say I sort of just brought that mentality with me that, you don't need a bunch of tools and stuff like that to put the work in.
And so with that work ethic, you had a 40-point game against Omaha last year. What were your emotions once you did that?
Honestly don't know. It was actually my last home game at Western, so it was senior night. During the game, everything was just kind of coming to me. It was kind of weird, but afterwards, to look back on it, it was just a great moment. Like I said, it was my last home game, so I left Macomb with something to be proud of, I guess. My grandfather that was one of the only games he got to attend my last year there, so that was special. But yeah, like I said, it was just a special moment. It was exciting.
Pre-game, did you feel anything coming?
You gotta leave it all on the floor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then my last question for you is, right now you're studying your master's. What's it like juggling academics and basketball?
It's not much different than it was at Western. Obviously, academics come first because you have to be eligible. So it's not much different. Honestly, I take fewer classes now that I'm in my master's program, so it's actually for me been somewhat easier, especially with strictly online classes. So I've kind of come to appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Elijah, Justin's got some questions coming up for you, bro. Justin, shoot them out.
Oh, that's
Elijah. So the first question, of all the offers you received for college, you chose Nebraska. What stood out about being a Cornhusker rather than playing at any other school?
So I originally was about to do a prep year at Hargrave, and but that like something happened, and like Hoiberg just called me and said like we can make this happen right now, and I felt like it was a great situation. He said I can come in and just like learn behind like players like great players like Kobe, Teddy, and like Delano, and train them, and like and then in the coming years, you know, I'll be like have an increasing role and stuff, and like, you know, one day like kind of run the show when everybody's like older and stuff. So I just thought that was like an offer I couldn't refuse. Like, he's a great coach. He knows exactly like what he's doing. In my mind, he's like a basketball genius. It was like a no-brainer.
What's Hoiberg like as a person?
To be honest, I've had a lot of coaches in my day, obviously, but like he's probably like the chillest coach I've ever been around, and that's like perfect for me because I ain't trying to hear nobody yell at me all the time. Like, I mean, that's annoying, but like he's a chill coach and he's a great coach. Like, in my opinion, he's a great coach.
Hoiberg's a great coach.
I want to know what to expect from an NBA coach.
Yeah.
Chilling with the youngins in college, you know.
Yeah,
he's got the experience.
Chill, bro.
All right. The next question. In 1988 to 1989, your father led Hampton University in assists. What role does your father play in your basketball career?
My father is the biggest role. Like, there was times where I was like, when everybody basically turned their back and stuff, he was the only person, I can say like literally the only person who didn't give up, didn't do none of that. He's helped, like he's a reason, like the only reason I took basketball serious at first. I always try to model his game sometimes with like assists and stuff. Like he's the one who really helped me develop my game.
And the next question, from other interviews and social media, you've been very open about having a relationship with God. How has this helped you as not only a player but a person?
It's helped me develop. Like, God's helped me develop to a whole other person in such a short time. Like, I could say he's definitely helped me like mature, like and like mentally get through situations. I've been in a lot of situations on and off the court, and I can say without God, like I probably wouldn't be here today, like, you know, talking about it with you.
And then the last question: what was it like changing schools throughout high school? You played in a lot of high schools. What was it like?
Man, it was hell. Like, some situations, like, you know, I couldn't like do anything about. Other situations I probably could have did different. But it's just ultimately like helped me make myself who I am today. Like, you know, it helps you become mentally strong. You're around like a lot of different like environments. You have to do a lot of different stuff to like get through it. So, you know, it helps you in the long run. I don't regret it.
This word, you just gotta make the most out of your opportunity.
Yeah.
What would you say was your best school?
You said what?
What would you say was your best school?
It's a tie between BCC and Berkmar my senior year. Like I say Berkmar because like, I got to meet people, like, cause I lived with the Migos manager Rel, and like I used to like, yeah, that was like off the court, that was like the funnest year I ever had playing basketball. But like on the court, I'd say BCC because I played with like my coach, who like trained me from like 6th grade up until then. I played with him 10th and 11th grade, and that was more special.
Word. Now we got some questions directed at both of y'all together. I hope y'all ready, bro. Sounds crazy, you know. So Eon's gonna start off with a couple.
All right. So, what was y'all's first interaction?
Elijah, you got that one. I don't even know.
I think we was playing like during summer workouts, and like this dude was cooking me because I just came off of I ain't played basketball for like 2 months before I came, like, and bro, like Kobe was cooking me, like, and I was like, bro, like, I don't like this dude. Like
Kobe can't hold that against you because you was rusty, bro.
yeah, like Kobe, like when he gets a little momentum, he starts talking. That'd be annoying. I wanted to fight him. There's been plenty of times being Kobe, I wanted to fight Kobe, but that's my guy.
Did you talk
Like, we
back?
got close. You said what?
Did you trash talk back, or was it just him mouthing?
Of course, I talk back. Like, I mean, I wasn't making him, but on defense, I be talking my talk. Man.
Bro, he be pulling up and just bricking and be like,
yeah, like, I was like, it wasn't the best day.
You gotta run it back.
You said what?
You gotta run it back.
Yeah.
We have before. Kobe knows what's up. I ain't gonna say too much.
Oh,
Know
whoa.
what's up.
Hey, yo, chill.
yo,
You
Kobe
can't
got
pass
something for you, bro.
But what's the best part of each other's games, in your opinion?
With E, I would just say his I gotta find a way to put it. His ability to move on. I've talked to him about this. When we work out together, when we're scrimmaging on the same team, I really admire his ability to. Okay, he misses a shot. He's never the type to dwell on it. So that's something with me. That's something I've been trying to work on because I feel like I get in my own head sometimes, whether I'm working out or in a scrimmage, in a game, whatever. And so I really try to take that and watch how he sort of reacts to different situations because I feel like he's not one to be negative or ever just dwell on any one play. And as a senior, I know that when you do that, you kind of mess up yourself for the rest of the game. If you're worried about one play, that kind of can mess with you. So for Elijah, I would say that's something I really admire.
And then Elijah, what about Kobe?
For Kobe, I'd say like his jump shot, like from like the way it looks to like that, like he could shoot he's probably like the main reason like my shot got way better since I got here, and like I think Kobe's like a big part of that because like I'd really just look at Kobe's mechanics and it just looks tough, and then like I try to like model that after I try to do that and like add a little bit of his stuff in my game. So yeah.
All right. Now I got a question. What is one aspect in your guys' games that you find underrated that no one really talks about?
Go ahead, E. You got that one first. I got to think.
Probably like I say passing, but like not even really passing. I say like I don't know.
It's tough because you can do it all, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I'm trying to, but like I want to like I like blocking, but like ever since I got to college, it's been a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I get a block here and there, but like I think that's a little underrated. And also I need to like try more. I don't really be trying to block it, but
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a little underrated.
I mean, the feeling you get when you block someone is so empowering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
you got a little Dikembe in him, bro.
it's nice.
Now Kobe, do you have an answer?
Yeah, I would just say defensively, like I'm no lockdown defender. I've never been a lockdown defender, but like if you guys would ever see me in high school, like I was not a defender. Like I could not play defense. And I don't know if I just didn't want to play defense or I really like couldn't play defense, but like now it's something that I take a lot more pride in, whether it's on the ball or off the ball. Being in a stance, being in the right position, whether you're in the gap, or you're supposed to be in the middle of the floor, wherever you're supposed to be. That's just something I've really tried to improve, and I think I've definitely done that through 3 years at Western and this year.
All right. My next question it's simple. How do you guys prepare for games?
That's sweet.
You said what?
How do you guys prepare for your games?
You mean as a team or like individually?
No, yeah, individually. Like, how do you prepare?
It depends how I'm feeling. I go off. I just listen to my body. If I feel like my shot is feeling good, I probably won't. I probably won't go out to or be in the gym as early, just because I don't want to go out there and wear myself out. If I feel like the day before my shot was feeling weird, I'll be out before the game, 4 hours before the game, just getting up shots to make sure that my mechanics are right, make sure my shot's feeling good. So I just listen to my body. If I'm tired, I'll go take a nap, like just little stuff like that.
I feel you. Elijah, what about you?
I sleep. Like if I don't get my sleep, I'm cranky. So I always gotta get my sleep. And then just listen to a little Rilo, little young boy. Chill vibes.
Whoa, bro. Cole, who you listen to, bro? Best be some J. Cole up in there.
No, I ain't listen to J. Cole. I ain't gonna disrespect J. Cole now.
Yeah, you can't disrespect J. Cole, bro.
Don't disrespect J. Cole. Yo,
but
Eon, he's a big J. Cole, bro.
I said I listen to Rilo. I listen to Lil Baby, Dirk. I listen to Dirk probably. Dirk is probably my number 2. Gunna is number 1 for me.
I'm just gonna say, Young Boy's a little controversial to me.
I don't really like Young Boy like that.
Don't start on Young Boy with Elijah, man. You don't want to do that.
One of those. Y'all are one of those. All right.
You don't want to do that.
It's fine.
I mean, his speeches are fire. I can give him that.
Yeah, that's fact.
Right, all I'm gonna say is numbers don't lie. That's about it.
Fair play.
They just don't lie. Like they just don't lie.
I mean, if you like him, you like him.
Yeah.
What players would y'all say you'll model yourselves after?
You said what players?
Yeah.
You obviously got so many great point guards in the league right now. It's turning into, a positionless game. So, you got the Steph Curry, Dame Lillard, Kyrie. For me personally, I would say Kemba Walker is someone that I look to the most because we're literally like built the same. He's 5'11", 175 pounds. So to see what he did at UConn and then to get into the NBA and, have the success that he's having, that's just someone I know I can look at and be like, all right, I can do it. It doesn't matter how tall I am, how much I weigh, how fast, whatever. So yeah, I would say Kemba Walker for the most part.
Would you say he's your best player comparison?
You said what?
Would you say he's your best player comparison in terms of play style?
At Western, yeah, probably. Because I handle the ball a lot more. This year, I don't really know. I honestly don't. I haven't really thought about it, but definitely at Western, just because the ball was in my hand, like bringing the ball up the court because I was sort of the guy on the team. So I would say at Western this year, like I said, I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it, but I have to figure that out for you.
How about you, Elijah?
I try to model my style after Alexander Gilgeous or DeJounte Murray. And when I was younger, I used to love AI. I mean, I still mess with AI. But it's just those three for and little story wise, I like John Moran's story, so I'll be looking up to him.
Yeah, bro, underrated coming up, and now he's on top.
Yeah, and you gotta respect that.
Oh, because the coach wanted a bag of chips. I love that story.
It's crazy, right? You gotta respect it.
It's meant to be is meant to be.
He's got a Grizzlies fan in here, so
yeah, I'm a huge Grizzlies fan. So
you a Grizzlies fan?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that a Grizzlies?
Yeah, I got Grizzlies in the back and everything.
You need a Jaren Jackson jersey, bro.
I have a Jaren Jackson jersey. I have a Jaren Jackson autographed basketball.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm a huge Grizzlies.
That's my brother though. They're not my real brother.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we played AAU together and high school together for 3 years, so that's like my guy.
So do you know Xavier too then?
X, I hooped against X when we were probably like sixth to eighth grade, freshman year maybe. When he played on Grand Rapids team, but I don't know him as well. But like, I mean, I talked to him on Instagram a couple times. That's really it. But Jaren, like, that's my dude. Like, yeah, that's like my brother.
All right. Well, now I've got a question. So, was there a moment where you guys knew you were legit? Like, can you remember like some specific play where you guys knew you were legit?
When like we realized like we was tough type.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like you meant for the moment.
Like you knew you were a hooper going up to the next level, you know?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Man, I don't know exactly.
He just been tough his whole life, bro. He just knew he was going straight league.
Nah. Go ahead, Elijah. You said you got an answer. I'll think of one.
Man, it was 11th grade year playing for BCC. Dog, like we was playing against Whitman. No, not even Whitman. It was like a school called Einstein. So the dude went up. It was like a I don't know how it's just weird. So I glassed the dude's shot right. We go down, come back. The next play, I'm on the fast break. I don't know what, like I just windmill. I was like, oh
damn.
I swear, I got the fail. If you don't believe me, I was like, yeah.
Send that, bro.
No, I saw that on the mixtape yesterday.
You feel what?
I saw that on the mixtape. I was watching mixtapes. I saw that.
Yeah, and I was like, yes, yeah. That was probably like I miss high school a lot. That was fun.
So how about you, Cole?
I ain't never dunked in a game, so I ain't got no story like that. But I'd say I don't know. Growing up, like when I was probably like 4th through 6th grade, obviously I had everybody saying, "Oh, you're small, you're not strong, you're not fast, this, that, and the other." But it would have been my fourth grade year. Fourth grade year, I had 30 on like they was the best team in the state, so called. I put 30 on them and we won by 30. So that was like my moment. I was like, all right, I can be small and still hoop.
Hey, bro, it's hard over height.
Yeah, you feel me? So that was like sort of like my like, okay, like that don't matter. Like whatever people saying, that's when I learned like that stuff doesn't matter. But I would say the moment, like I think that 40-point game like really solidified it. I already kind of knew, like obviously I already had it in my head. Like I was good. Like you feel me? I was playing Division I basketball, but obviously not in the greatest conference, not on the best team. But it was like after that, I was like, man, it's not too many people out here just putting 40 on people. So
like
that's really when I was like, all right, I'm you feel me? I was like, okay, I can do this.
All right, so Anthony Edwards, he's been open about preferring football, but he chose basketball. What is y'all's go-to sport besides basketball?
I was gonna say football, but I played like slot receiver when I was younger. And I actually had hands, but I was small, so I went over the middle and got cracked one time, and it was over with. So football is dead. I say soccer.
Respect.
I'm nice with the feet. My footwork kind of nice, so I say
What
soccer.
position?
You said what?
What position? Striker?
I don't know none of the positions. I just know that I can I can do that if I need to.
Sauce you up, break your ankles, bro.
I get the ball in the net. That's all that matters.
Yeah, as long as I can kick the ball, I'm good.
But what about you, Elijah?
Bro, I don't even watch sports. Like, to be honest, like it's just basketball. Like, and to be honest, I barely watch basketball. Like, I'll be out there playing a game or just chilling, getting clothes and stuff.
So it's more of a play thing. You don't watch.
Yeah.
Wait, so we ain't got no ping pong, no
I'm low
foosball?
key trying to get sweet
Oh,
with the ping pong.
no.
I'm low key trying to get better.
I just thought about it. If I had to, if not soccer, that's a lot of running. I'm cold. I'm cold at pool.
Oh,
Oh my
Cool.
And
god.
Elijah can speak on that too.
Bro, no, you're not.
You're so
How come we're
cat,
doing,
bro.
Bro,
I don't
you're,
know, bro. I
like
gotta be with Elijah on
you're
this, bro.
above average.
I
I'm
gotta
nice.
see the tape. I gotta see the tape first.
We need to watch
Yeah.
the film.
Matter of fact, okay, you can ask any of my teammates other than Elijah, because Elijah wants to.
You
He's
should put money.
cat.
You should make a bet.
Bro, I used to watch y'all for a minute.
That's what I'm saying. When have I don't lose.
No, I'm saying you're above average. I'm saying you're above average.
That's
Bro,
what I'm
look,
saying.
look.
So, like, if
That's
anything, I'll
disrespect.
play pool.
Bro, you
Like,
could be
let's
playing
keep it a
against
meme
weak
scheme,
competition,
bro.
bro. If you eating
No, I'm
against
not.
weak
I'm not
competition,
playing
you're
against
not
weak
good, bro.
competition. That's what I'm saying. I'm playing against people that know how to play.
Above average is disrespect.
Yeah,
What you want me to call you, Michael Jordan, a pool, bro?
that's
You're
exactly.
good, bro. I'm saying you're good. Like you're good.
And Elijah's cap.
You don't gotta turn up on me, bro.
Bro, Kobe in disbelief, bro.
That's crazy.
All right. Well, my next question: what was your biggest accomplishment in playing basketball? It could be a game. It could be an award. What was your biggest accomplishment so far?
I got a few. I would say like 2 state championships in high school. Beating the number 1 seed in the conference tournament my sophomore year at Western, and then scoring 1,000 points. That was in college. That was a big one for me because I didn't get to do it in high school. And I did it in 2 years and like 3 games or something in college. So yeah, those are my 3.
That's big. What about you, Elijah?
Team wise, my 10th grade year, we were like number 1 in our county, which was cool. Like we didn't get to we didn't win states or nothing, but it was cool. Like because like before that year, like our school was like kind of trash, but like ever since then they've been pretty good, and like it was cool to see that. And then like individually, it's probably like my senior year. Like we played Sharif Cooper, like the first game of the year. We should have won. We lost by 1, but like I gave him like 20 and 10, so I thought it was a pretty cool game.
That's tough.
Y'all already talked about him a little bit, but can you talk about a little bit more about your relationship with former NBA coach Fred Hoiberg?
Me?
Yeah.
Go ahead, gangster.
Hoiberg's a cool guy. Like, I feel like he knows what he's doing. So I never like feel like I have to question what he says because he's proven himself on every level I want to be on. So I just feel like if you listen, you'll get to that level you want to be on.
And
But he's a cool guy.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's sort of what drew me to Nebraska, just his experience, his knowledge of the game. Like Elijah said, he's been on every level. So he, like I said, he has that experience. And then he's just a cool dude. Like he's like super laid back. But he's very genuine and means well with everything he does. So yeah.
All right. During the COVID restrictions, the quarantine, what were you guys able to do to bring your games to the next level? Like how did you improve during that time?
It was a gym that was open like 30 minutes outside of Indy. So I would go there probably really every day, work out, and then when we have open runs, usually like 2 or 3 times a week. So I was doing that and then lifting weights in the garage. That was really it.
Or
That's
that
hard work.
home gym. So,
Nah, it was a makeshift gym. I had some dumbbells and a bench, and then everything else was sort of just figured out. I had a few tools, but not too many.
All right, Elijah, what about you?
To be honest, like I never like I'm from Maryland and like I was in Silver Spring, so that like it was like when Corona first started, it was like the highest part, like so I couldn't really like get no gyms or nothing. So I would like hoop outside and stuff, but it low key like made me regress. But you know, I got it back when I got to school, so it wasn't too big of a deal.
And
There's
that's
nothing you could really do about that. So
You said what?
that's the only reason Kirby was able to burn you, right? Because you didn't have
Right, of course. Kobe,
Cut
know
it
I
out,
got
bro.
back.
Cut it out.
So you quite limited him now. You stayed
You
up.
said what?
You clamp him up now. Now that you got
Kobe knows
Say
what's up.
something. Say something crazy, Elijah. Say something crazy.
Bro, Kobe, you know what's up. I ain't about to keep saying it.
Look,
You know,
yeah. Go ahead and say something crazy.
You know what's up. It's not crazy. It's just a fact. Like,
I mean,
Sounds like
imagine that, like
y'all got
six-
some unfinished business to settle on the court, bro.
No, I ain't
This
gonna
is a
lie.
rivalry.
He be on the same team in practice. We ain't never really played. We haven't played against each other since the summer, low key.
we
You
do
got-
be spanking that first team, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm saying
Bro,
though.
you
Don't
just
let
gotta
them fool you.
take
We
him
be
out to the
spanking them
rec
every
gym,
day.
bro. Take him out to the rec gym and whoop him.
Yeah.
Take them out to the rec gym.
Put some
It's a
money
rivalry now.
and you can double or nothing on pool. All right. Outside of basketball, what are some of y'all's goals in life?
Outside of basketball,
Yes, sir.
I feel like everything's basketball at this point. But I would just say, I don't know. Giving back, like being able to. I see a lot of guys that came out of Indiana. A few of them, Jeff Teague, George Hill, they've started some AU programs, stuff like that. But a lot of the guys that have come out haven't really done that, you know, in terms of, I mean, they obviously give back to their community and stuff like that. But I definitely want to be able to have some sort of basketball program after I'm done playing for, you know, kids, whether it's in Indiana or wherever I'm living at the time. But ultimately just giving back in some sense, I think is the main goal.
That's just bad. You Elijah?
Like obviously I want to go to like the furthest level I can. Like to be honest, I've been thinking about like probably like doing stuff on like clothes and stuff. Like now I don't really want to make them or nothing, but like I want to like it's hard to explain. Like I just want to get in that business somehow. Like yeah, or like a brand or something like that, and like I also want to do something like with like a team or something, or not even just a team, just to something to get back to like my city or something, because we don't have a lot of like role models, and even the role models don't come back. So it's like I'd want to do like probably be the first to do that.
Respect, bro.
Respect. All right, the last question directed to both of you. What was your favorite NBA team growing up?
Lakers. Easy.
Kobe, who is it?
You said what?
What was your favorite NBA team growing up?
Oh, the Lakers. Easy.
Oh,
Bro,
My bad,
we got a bandwagon out here, bro.
Yeah.
Who?
You, bro.
Where'd you grow
I
up?
ain't say I like the Lakers now.
Bro, you only like the Lakers when they up though.
wait, so who do you like now?
Nah, I don't really like the team now. I just like I like players. I like watching certain players. I like
Shouldn't you be a Pacers fan? I mean, I know you.
who?
Shouldn't you be a Pacers fan?
Hell no.
Hell no.
I can't mess with the pay. I never really have liked any of my hometown teams. No matter the sport, no matter what level. I don't know why, but I just never did.
I know you're not disrespecting Danny Granger. He was a hooper, bro.
Paul George.
I just
Bro,
never.
Lance Stevenson, the GOAT, bro.
Lance is tough. And Lance is tough though. I hoop with Lance a couple times. He's actually like he's actually tough. Like he's
He
cold.
seems like a clown. Like he seems.
Oh
like
he's fried for sure. He's
I mean,
he's burnt out.
he did good for our Grizzlies.
Definitely.
That was
Okay. If I got to pick a team, I would say the Grizzlies just cause Jaren.
Yes, sir.
I gotta support my guy. But growing up, Lakers. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace.
I respect that. Elijah, who was your favorite team?
Like same with Kobe. I more like watch players and stuff. But if I had a team right now, like probably say Blazers, like because of 2K.
That's a bandwagon right there.
I just on 2K. I thought it was their squad.
That's the definition of bandwagon.
The highest overall.
Dame is unstoppable.
Nobody in their room has beat me with the Blazers. Like they've used every team.
And no, the thing is, now that they have Derrick Jones, they don't have Derrick Jones' defense in 2K, but his dunking is still there. The Blazers are unstoppable.
Dame,
I'm telling you, if you know how to use them, it's over.
That's what I'm saying. I still have to bet my Grizzlies when I play, so I try to whoop Damian with Ja. I lose every time, but I still try.
You gotta respect it.
Kobe, when you play with Elijah in 2K, does he abuse with Dame?
I don't really play video games like that. Like first time I played a video game in like years was playing against Elijah probably a month ago. And I don't even remember. He had the who'd you play with? The Nets?
Yeah.
He's like cheating. I'm like, bro, I don't play this game. Like, how you gonna pick the best team on the game and try to like you feel me? So he beat me with the Nets and he beat me with the Suns and then
he chose the Bucks.
And then
Giannis cheese.
Nah, I can't do that.
Like Mo Bamba talked about it. Like the first thing he said about the James Harden trade is the Nets are going to be overpowered. I was just playing with them. Kyrie was still out, so it was just James Harden and Kevin Durant. I put James Harden on the bench and I whooped the team. I forgot who I was playing, but I won by like 30 or 40. Kyrie is going to have fun with that.
I got me a dub though. Don't let him fool you.
Your first game in years, you beat Elijah.
You said what?
Your first game in years, you beat Elijah.
It was like my third game. I beat him with the Celtics.
He got a little win there.
Yeah, so Kobe can be rusty on 2K and he can still whoop you, but when it comes to the court, you can be rusty and then you're gonna cry when he beats you.
It's over with.
Did y'all trash talk 2K too, or was that just chill?
It's a chill vibe unless someone starts.
Right.
Kobe started talking that rah-rah.
It was more so just gas and like I was yelling at the TV. Like I wasn't talking trash. I was just hype. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Yeah, low-key blew me. I was like, this guy.
All right, bro. So moving on, we got a fan question in from Kirles Vega on Instagram. And her question for both of you guys is what or who is your biggest inspiration in life? So I guess we'll start with you, Kobe.
I say my parents first and foremost, just because their support, their encouragement, everything they've done, the sacrifice for me to be where I'm at now. I think that goes without saying. But outside of my family, I would say Kobe Bryant. Obviously got the same name, so I was kind of thrown into like being a Kobe fan. But everybody says his mentality, his work ethic, the detail he put into into his workouts and into the game in general. I think that's something I've tried to mimic and carry along with me.
Word, bro. How about you, Elijah? Who's your biggest inspiration?
Probably my father. Like he didn't really have no help. And he made it pretty decent long way. Even you gotta have bumps in the road, of course, but like I always respect him like as a man, and like probably respect him like more than anybody because it's like just seeing him what he's done and stuff, like with a little help.
Word. So y'all watch the NBA right now, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we got a couple NBA questions for you coming up. So first question is, who do you have meeting in the finals and why?
The Nets and Lakers, easy.
Yeah, no cap.
Can't go
You
wrong
get
with
the
that.
Bucks fans to watch yourself.
Yeah, no, I don't feel like the Nets got anything on the Bucks, bro, because they don't have any defense. They're gonna fall
On the
apart.
Bucks?
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh
what
my
do you mean? We
God.
got Giannis, Chris, and Drew
You're
Holiday.
a Bucks fan?
Yes, sir, bro.
And want to know why?
Bad,
Want to know why
that is
he's a
bad.
Bucks fan?
Milwaukee.
The Bucks. He's a Bucks fan because of Jabari Parker. He's not even.
Oh,
Jabari,
Hey,
Jabari was
Jabari's tough, though.
bro.
Jabari was tough.
Jabari was
Yeah,
tough,
he was.
bro.
It's disrespect to him, but he's on the Kings now. So shouldn't you be a Kings fan again?
Nah, man, I had to stay with Giannis and Chris because I knew they were up next.
But you were calling Kobe a bandwagon.
Yeah.
You live in Philly, bro.
Well, we don't gotta go in on me like that now.
All I'm gonna say is just don't count out my Wizards.
I think everyone already has. I think everyone already.
All right, no, that's enough jokes. That's enough
yeah,
jokes.
that was bad.
Say that with a straight
bad.
face. I can't even say that with a straight face.
All right. Yo,
I mean, that is low-key respectful since you don't live in DC.
Yeah. hmm I gotta rock with them the whole way.
Yes, sir.
All right, who's y'all early pick for MVP?
Woof. Hmm.
All
That's tough.
I'm saying is before he got injured, Ja was ripping it. He
Definitely was. He was doing some wild stuff.
You said Ja was going to be MVP?
I didn't say that. I didn't say
whoa.
That's bias. That's some bias.
that's all I said. That's all I said. He did have that 44-point game, but like, hey.
I wouldn't be against Ja being an MVP. Like,
I'm not against it at all, but I don't think he's going to be MVP this year. I think he's going to get an MVP for sure.
Give him
Yeah,
3-4.
But this year, that's tough. I don't
know about y'all. I got Jokic right now.
Yeah, I got Jokic. Sure.
Crazy, man.
As of now, I got Embiid, but who's
Embiid.
gonna win it?
Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
Oh my
Bro.
God.
If Joel Embiid wins an MVP, shut down the league, bro.
Well, he's not gonna win it. Luka will probably win it, but like I think Embiid's got it
I
right.
could definitely see Luca winning it for the sake of storylines.
Okay, I like that pick. I like Luka.
Yes, sir.
I honestly was gonna. Brad Beal might be in that conversation.
The Wizards have to be better.
Yes, sir.
They have to be. Yeah, they have to be a lot better though. But
The Wizards are a poverty franchise, bro.
Poverty franchise.
another. I haven't really got to watch him, but I feel like D Book might be in that conversation.
I mean, it's understandable because Chris Paul's a huge role, but he hasn't been doing amazing. Like
That's why I haven't heard a lot about him, but I feel like he's gonna be in that conversation for sure.
I see that.
I can see that. He could get hot.
Yeah, for sure.
I really wish Aiden stepped up. I wanted Aiden to be in the MVP race this year because
Man, you know how I felt about Aiden coming into the year.
Yeah. Dude.
All right. So now we're gonna transition into our training and advice segment. So I'm gonna start off with you, Kobe. So Kobe, you're a knockdown shooter. And how did you get there? And what's your shooting routine look like for training?
How did I get there? I guess just start. I started. I mean, I've been playing basketball since I can remember. I know in 3rd and 4th grade is sort of when I started like really training, like outside of practice, and like team stuff. I really started like doing individual training with my dad and with the actual trainer. So I think shooting usually started for me with the footwork, stepping into your shot, having a rhythm going into your shot, having that your momentum sort of going forward when you're about to shoot. So I would say, I guess that's kind of how it started. And then obviously your mechanics up top. But for me, my advice would just be to like don't play into like thinking you're Steph Curry when you're 8 years old. because if you start trying to shoot from half court at that age, your mechanics are going to look crazy. So my routine, and I mean, even today, my routine is always start close to the basket with a lot of form shots. I usually go around like the charge circle and just make 10 one-handed shots close to the rim, just to work on my form, get my arm and wrist loose before I start really working out.
When it comes to your jumper, is it ever like shaky from gaining muscle or getting taller or anything? Was that ever an issue?
Not really. I would say only time that really happens is when like right after a lift. So if we usually lift like before practice or before a workout. So if we do like if we just do a big upper body day, like do a bunch of curls and stuff like that, I'll probably be stiff for a little bit. But once I get up enough shots, my arms will loosen up and I'll be good.
All right. What's the best piece of advice you could give to an up and coming player?
Have the utmost confidence in yourself, because nobody else will if you don't have the confidence in yourself. I think you're like, for me, my standards are higher than anybody outside. So I never have to worry about what anyone else thinks because my standards are higher than theirs. So I would say that just having confidence and be willing to like try stuff. Like when you're young, that was something I wish I would have did at a younger age. Like just try. Like if you see a move on TV or in a game or something, like one of your favorite players does a move, try it in a game. If you turn the ball over, like you're in 3rd, 4th grade, nobody really cares. Just try it. Because if you pull it off, then you go viral. So it's really a win-win. So I think, be creative, try stuff. Try what if you see it on TV, try it.
All right. Now coming up for you, Elijah. So you're a jack of all trades on the basketball court. You wreak havoc on defense. You're a passing menace. You can put the ball on the floor and you can pull in the basket. What part of your game was the hardest for you to develop, and how did you do it?
Probably my shot, like especially the 3-point shot. It was trash before I got here. But like it's just really reps. Like that's all it is. Like you just gotta keep putting up reps, and you can't get like angry or frustrated because it's gonna you're not gonna start really making them until like a couple of months, and like and then you continue to work on it. Like that's when you'll start seeing results. But like you just can't give up on it. But that's really what I've tried to focus on with my shot, and probably just like my my knowing where to be on certain spots on defense, because my on the ball is straight. I try to focus on like where to be in certain spots and stuff like that and get better with that.
So how like your all around game come together, like training that and whatnot?
I say I really worked on my ball handling, and like it was mostly really my ball handling. The rest kind of just like I would just rebound. It's like a mindset to me. Like it's like because everyone, in my opinion, can pass the ball. It's just whether you want to do it or not. So like you just gotta like if you see him open man, just pass the ball. And then like eventually I just started like, you can just do like stuff like no looks and stuff. It just comes natural after a while.
So would you say your entire passing vision was just natural?
You said what?
Would you say your entire passing vision was just natural, or is that something you had to somewhat develop at the start?
Yeah, to be honest, it was like natural because like I wasn't really super tall at first. And then like I kind of got taller, and then it just became like easier. I could like see over defenders, so like, and then you could like see like little spots, and then like you just gotta be like brave enough to throw it and like not care if you make the turnover or not.
All right. So, what's the best piece of advice you could give to an up and coming player?
All right. If it's like no matter like what you go through, like just keep pushing because you never know. Like the next day might be the day, so you don't want to quit before that day comes.
Word. All right. So, thanks for tuning in to this week's interview with Kobe Webster and Elijah Wood. You can watch them hoop in the Big Ten on the Big Ten Network and weekly on Fox Sports. So, we'll see y'all next week on the SwishWire podcast.